An integral part of Montana history was relived this weekend near Livingston. MTN's Ted Dawson stepped away from sports reporting on Sunday to bring us this story.
It was 150 years ago, 1866, that the long-dead ancestors of these cattle walked nearly 2,000 miles from Texas to here in the Paradise Valley. Driven by pioneer Nelson Story, it was the first herd ever brought into the state. Today's herd is being driven by 53-year-old Nelson Story V, the great-great-grandson of the original trail driver.
I'm very proud of the heritage and to be running what he built and what my father built and his father before him.
The first Story, whose original saddle still sits here in a shed along with carriages he drove to Bozeman, used that first herd to build an empire with cattle camps stretching from Gardner to Hardin. He later bought land in Bozeman and gave it over to a group that started Montana State University.
You know, we've all had our ups and downs, but we feel real lucky to still be here on the land.
Nelson's brother Mike is also on today's trail across Highway 89 onto the original Story homestead.
It's almost exactly the same way my great-great-grandfather did it, using horses, roping, ground crew.
Story's cattle drive inspired Larry McMurtry to write his Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Lonesome Dove back in 1985. Story needed 27 cowboys to get his herd here. Today's drive needed only 6.
This is the way it was always done in the past. We'll get these cows worked, get them dewormed, and then we'll start dragging and branding calves. Oh, this is my idea of a good time. Get out and enjoy the weather and work cows.
Once in the cattle pens, the cows and the new calves are separated. The moms get a soaking to prevent worms. The calves get hauled off to be branded, just like in Nelson Story's original herd.
It's hard, but it's also, you know, it's also, for me, it's fun, and so, you know, if you do what you like to do, it's not really work, but yeah, it's definitely 7 days a week, 24/7.
At the end of the day, the goal was to have all these calves vaccinated, branded, and sent back to mom so they can go to pasture. I guess not much has changed in the last 150 years. From the famed Story Ranch in Paradise Valley, I'm Ted Dawson, MTN News.
Thank you so much, Ted.